Welcome into Tennessee Titans today. I am Tom Downey, and it's training camp season. And you know what comes along with training camp? Absolute off-the-chains hype, which is always fun. And today it focuses in on the Titans' sexy offseason edition of Julio Jones. It's no surprise that his head coach, Mike Vrabel, is offering praise for Julio Jones because, A, just added, and B, it's Julio Jones, right? That certainly makes plenty of sense. Here's what the head coach had to say on the new acquisition. Quote, "One thing I told him is I'm going to hold the best players the most accountable. And hopefully, in turn, they can do that to the rest of the team. I've always said that is something that we believe in. That's how I was coached, and that's what I know." He continued, "I just wanted to make sure that Julio understood that, which he did. It's something he was very comfortable with. And this is the important part. Everything that he has done since he has been a member of our team has been positive." It's not the most outlandish hype for a player, and I appreciate that from Mike Vrabel, but let's make no mistake. The hype train on the Titans offense, Tannehill, Julio Jones, A.J. Brown, Derrick Henry, is only going to pick up steam. The acquisition of Jones was a big deal for Tennessee, and the expectations for him and the organization remain very, very high. Now, in only 9 games last year, Julio reeled in 68 targets, or had 68 targets, I should say, reeled in 51 catches, 771 yards, and 3 scores. That's not the best, but remember, you could almost double that level of production, given that we're adding a game this year too, and it's the Julio Jones that we all know and love. In fact, the real question mark for me on the Titans is, who's actually wide receiver 1? I almost labeled these as 1A, 1B, which is probably a little bit more accurate there. Julio Jones, A.J. Brown. Both of those two players are absolutely incredible. One of them, I think you would argue, could maybe be on the decline at his age. That's probably Julio. On the upside, the upswing here is A.J. Brown. He could be wide receiver 1 for this team. And then you got depth guys, Josh Reynolds, Cameron Batson, whatever. But I did want to mention A.J. Brown as well. He was very excited about the addition of Julio Jones, and as much as Tennessee, understandably, wants to run the football, this does help open up the passing game, especially with the loss of Corey Davis in free agency. But I don't think I'm crazy to say the Titans have upgraded at the receiver spot with the addition of Julio Jones. A.J. Brown last year, 70 grabs, over 1,000 yards, 11 scores. Maybe the Julio Jones red zone woes will finally disappear now that he's out of Atlanta, although the presence of both A.J. Brown and Derrick Henry makes me wonder a little bit on that one. So who will end up being wide receiver 1? Type J for Julio Jones or type in B for A.J. Brown. Honestly, I don't think there's a wrong answer, but I'm going to make you guys pick one. So get your votes in right now.